On January 24th, 2026, Josh Hoey ran 1 minute 42.48 and shattered a world record that had stood untouched for nearly 29 years. This wasn't just a fast time. This was history. A record so old that when Wilson Kipketer set it in 1997, Josh Hoey hadn't even been born yet. But on Saturday in Boston, he didn't just break it, he obliterated it. But he wasn't the only one. For 10 minutes, another runner actually held the crown until Hoey stepped on the track and took it back. This is the craziest night in track history. Josh Hoey, an American middle-distance runner from Pennsylvania, ran the fastest 800 meters ever recorded indoors. His time of 1 minute 42.50 means he took 0.17 seconds off a record that seemed untouchable for nearly 3 decades. But here's the thing that makes this story wild. This guy almost gave up on running. From 2018 to 2024, Josh Hoey was stuck. He ran 1 minute 47 seconds in high school and couldn't get faster. Year after year, nothing changed. He cycled through 5 different coaches. 5. Some people would have quit. Some people would have said, maybe I'm not built for this. But Hoey kept showing up. Then in 2024, everything shifted. He found Justin Rinaldi as his coach, and suddenly the pieces clicked. Within months, Hoey dropped his time to 1 minute 43.80, but even then, nobody was calling him the fastest 800 runner in the world. Not even close. Fast forward to 2025. Hoey won the World Indoor Championships with a time of 1 minute 44.77. That's incredible, right? Except he nearly lost that race. Another runner, Elliot Crestan of Belgium, almost caught him at the finish line. Hoey won by just 0.04 seconds. He was the world champion, but the margin was razor thin. Remember, this is the guy who didn't even make the Olympic final in Paris. He was eliminated in the repechage round, looking like he was miles away from the world's best. Now, he's faster than all of them. By early 2026, Hoey was cooking. In December 2025, he set a world record in the 600 meters at Boston University. That time was 1 minute 13.01 seconds. It was a massive warning shot that his speed was on a different level. Not many people run the 600 meters, so this record was flying under the radar. But Hoey was sending a message. He was getting faster at shorter distances, which meant his finishing kick was lethal. On January 24th, 2026, Hoey showed up to the New Balance Indoor Grand Prix in Boston. He posted a video 9 days earlier on Instagram saying he wanted Wilson Kipketer's record. Kipketer ran 1 minute 42.67 seconds way back in 1997. That's 28 years of nobody touching it. Hoey said he was coming for it. But here's the thing about world records in middle distance running. You can't just will yourself to run faster. You need perfect pacing. You need your legs to cooperate. You need the crowd, the competition, the atmosphere, everything to align. And you need someone to help you. Enter Jaxson Hoey, Josh's brother. The Hoey family isn't your typical running family. During the COVID-19 pandemic, they literally built a track on their family farm outside Philadelphia. That's not normal. That's obsessed with the sport. Josh and Jaxson trained together, raced together, lived together, and now Jaxson was going to be Josh's pacemaker. Here's how the race broke down. Jaxson led Josh through the first 200 meters in 24.81. That's incredibly fast. Then they hit 400 meters in 50.21. The pace was perfect. Controlled but aggressive. At 500 meters, Jaxson stepped off and Josh had to do the hard part, the last 300 meters. The part where lungs burn and legs scream and most runners slow down. Josh split 1 minute 16.19 seconds at 600 meters. He was on pace for something special. The crowd knew it, the announcers knew it, everyone in that arena felt it. But here's the rehook. This is Josh Hoey, the guy who spent years stuck at 147, the guy who finished 4th in the Olympics, the guy who wasn't even considered one of the best 800 runners in America just 2 years ago. And he's about to run the fastest indoor 800 of all time. Josh kept his rhythm. He stayed focused on the pace lights on the side of the track. 90 meters to go, 60 meters to go, 30 meters to go. Josh closed hard. His form was perfect. His speed was incredible. And then it was over. 142.48, He didn't just break the record, he lowered the bar so far it might stay there for another 30 years. The clock showed it. The world record showed it. Josh Hoey had just broken a 29-year-old record by nearly a tenth of a second. He won by more than 2 seconds. Nobody even came close. When Hoey crossed the finish line, he didn't know he'd done it. That's how close he was cutting it. The time seemed almost impossible in his head. It wasn't until he saw the numbers on the official clock that he realized what happened. He had made history. And here's where it gets even crazier. This was Hoey's second world record in 2 months. He set the 600-meter record in December. 2 world records in 1 indoor season. That hasn't happened in years. But the story doesn't end there. On the same day, another American named Hobbs Kessler broke the world record in the 2,000 meters. Kessler ran 4 minutes 48.79, beating the record set by Ethiopia's Kenenisa Bekele in 2007. 2 world records at the same track meet. The track at New Balance in Boston became the place where history was made. Now here's what matters next. Josh Hoey is the fastest indoor 800 runner ever, but he's not done. Later that same year, in June 2026, Hoey ran 1 minute 42.43 seconds outdoors. That's faster than his indoor record. This outdoor time puts him in rare air. Only 2 American runners have ever gone faster. Donovan Brazier ran 1 minute 42.34. Bryce Hoppel ran 1 minute 41.67, that's it. Just 2 guys in the entire history of American distance running. And now Josh Hoey is in that conversation. He's officially entered the God tier of American middle distance running. Think about that for a second. This is a guy who was running 1 minute 47 seconds just 8 years ago. This is a guy who cycled through 5 different coaches because nothing was working. This is a guy who people doubted. And now he's one of the 3 fastest American 800 runners of all time. The competition level at the top is insane. These are the fastest runners on the planet. Hoey is competing with them. He's beating them. He's setting records they can't touch. So when you see Josh Hoey's name in the record books now, remember this. Remember that he was stuck for 6 years. Remember that he cycled through 5 coaches. Remember that he finished 4th in the Olympics. Remember that he nearly lost the World Championships by 0.04 seconds. Remember that people wrote him off. Remember that coaches gave up on him. And remember that when he finally got his shot, he didn't just succeed. He obliterated a record that seemed unbreakable. He didn't just break it by a little bit, he crushed it. Josh Hoey ran 1 minute 42.48 and made history. But more than that, he proved something bigger. He proved that sometimes the long journey matters more than the destination. All those years of being stuck, all those failed attempts, all those disappointments, all those coaches that didn't work out, they led to this moment. This one perfect run. This one chance to show the world what he was capable of. This one race where everything came together. The pacing was perfect. His legs were fresh. His mind was locked in. His brother was there pushing him. The crowd was behind him, and he delivered. That's why Josh Hoey just ran the fastest 800 meters ever. That's why his name is in the history books. That's why people will remember January 24th, 2026 as the day he changed middle distance running forever. And that's the story you need to remember.